Hey everyone, welcome to the exercise series. This is number 2. So RBT exercise number 2 in the first book on the reading list, which can be found at OCDrecovery.com underneath the resource tab. This is a very important book. Without this book, I wouldn't have learned to break down my belief systems. I can't really see a way to recover from OCD or anxiety-based disorders without a good understanding of the RBT principles. Before I go any further, please subscribe, hit that like button down below. Let me know what you think about this video. Again, the exercises are very important. One of the number one reasons why people struggle to reach OCD and anxiety recovery is because they don't put the work in when it comes to breaking down their beliefs, doing the exercises on paper, not just reading them and skimming them over. So, exercise 2, okay? Think of a time when you recently felt anxious about anything. So right now, think about any single time, okay? What were you anxious or concerned about? So let's use something in my life that used to concern me a lot. Knowing I was going to have chronic anxiety that would come with me throughout the remainder of my day. The fear component. I wasn't so much afraid of the physical symptoms of what it would do to my body. I just was afraid of having that, just experiencing physical anxiety when I was trying to make a video, when I was trying to go to work, when I was trying to make love to my wife, when I was trying to do anything that involved some sort of concentration, and then, oh my gosh, it was there all day yesterday, it's going to be all day there again. This is something many people can relate to. Ooh, I just shut it on me. Where we go? Oh, okay. So, okay. Look for your command or your demand for success, approval that was creating your anxiety or concern. So demand on how life should be, conditional life acceptance. What was your should, ought, or must? Look for these kinds of anxiety creating thoughts. I must not have anxiety present during my day. You can plug in any symptom: breathing, swallowing, sensory motor, depression sensation, shame and guilt. Remember, shame and guilt come with sensations. Okay, because I want my life to go the way I want it to go, it must be like that. Almost everyone on the planet has that belief. That's where deservingness and fairness comes from. Since I've put the work in, since I've read the books on the reading list, since I've done the exercises already, I should be feeling better than I am right now. I should be experiencing more relief than I'm actually experiencing at this moment. Okay? In every instance where you have recently felt anxious, over-concerned, look for the preferences, okay? I would very much like to go throughout my day without physical anxiety, but as the world doesn't owe me anything, and as it's more than likely not going to go away right now, all I can do is bring that for the ride. With no expectations, no time periods. Again, the biggest mistake that people make is they take this book right here. Ooh, where'd the front page go? They take this book right here, and then they say, well, I've read the book, I've worked on the exercises, why am I still suffering? You're reading this book and applying the principles to change your belief systems. You're not necessarily doing it in order to absolutely feel better. Yes, feeling better is a great secondary byproduct, and the chances of you feeling better are much higher if you do the things that are necessary in order to get better. But if you're only doing them to make your symptoms go away, you're gonna be quite disappointed. And we all make this mistake, by the way. Every single person has made this mistake, and I am no difference, okay? Or do the same for your recent feelings of depression or anger. So when it came to depression primarily comes from, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of conditional self and other acceptance, but a lot of depression comes from life acceptance, conditional life acceptance. So my life should not have turned out this way. This is not fair. I've done all the right things in life. I'm a good person. This should not be happening to me. There's no such thing as good and bad people. None. There's only people that commit behaviors that society, groups of people, or individuals deem as bad. Morals is a personal perspective. It's not a universal perspective, not even the perspective of being a good person. Because if you have a war going on with two sides, side A thinks they're good and side B thinks they're good. And the only people that agree with either side are the people that agree with that person's side's views. So you can't just say this is the moral superiority, because that still is a belief system. Hitler thought that was moral superiority, and look how that turned out. It's a super important thing to talk about that, okay? Let me think of another one. Anger. These are the ones that really got me. People should not act that way. They are so stupid. How dare they do that? They are idiots. They are losers. How dare they not respect me? I'm so much smarter than them. Assume that most of the times when you feel anxious, depressed, or angry, you're not only strongly desiring, but also commanding something go well, that you get what you want. Shiraz le should, Shiraz le must. Look for your should and must. This is the thing that really held me back. It holds a lot of people I work with back. A lot of people say to me, well, I don't really demand that. And I say, well, you do, because you wouldn't have the chronic emotional disturbance. Not that it's going to go away like that, but you wouldn't feel the way you do now if you weren't demanding, masturbating, and shoulding over a long period of time. And remember, I love people who have never watched this stuff. They hear masturbating. What's that? The word must takes it, play on words, masturbation. There's a really good video on YouTube where he's talking about this, I think on like some late night show, and the host was laughing. So also assume that your shoulds and musts are, when they defeat you, held strongly and emotionally. And assume that you persistently act on them. Again, behaviors. It's not just thinking. Thinking, feeling, believing, it's all intertwined. Yes, OCD is a belief disorder, but if you're acting in that manner over and over and over again, that's going to instill that belief over and over and over again. It's a vice versa thing. Okay? You not only think destructive musts, you strongly feel and act on them. You think, feel, and behave in a masturbation manner, all three. But thinking, feeling, and acting can be changed if you see and attack them. This is they're all important exercises. But again, it kind of starts off slow, building with basic examples. Again, don't be afraid to use subtle things in your life. You don't have to jump right into the fear of losing control and harming someone, harming yourself, the fear of being stuck with existential thoughts forever. You can use those things whenever you want, but start with other things too that aggravate you, drivers on the road, road rage, etc. So thank you again. Remember, I'm going to go through every single exercise. I'll try to use different examples, not just my own personal journey. And then we'll go from there. And if you have any recommendations, please write in the comments below, and I can cover them in future videos. Thank you again. Phil at OCDrecovery.com. Please reach out. We can help you. We work all over the world. We're more than likely probably the fastest growing OCD and anxiety platform on earth. We get people from every corner of the globe, people who have come and they felt helpless. They've worked with well-intentioned people, exposures only, but they're still stuck, never been talking about beliefs, using short-term instant gratification techniques, meditating in the moment during a panic attack, only heavily relying on medications, nothing against medications, but not doing belief work, and we can help you break your fears down and change your habits. Thank you again, and enjoy the rest of your day.